If there was one word that would describe the kit community or the design elements that really inspired kits this calendar season, it would definitely be iridescent. I've come across this word not only on the Man City kits, not only on this one and a few others. Now, the design element has been in popular culture for a very long time. Like I said in the Man City episode, it was something that a lot of cars had in the early 2000s. I know a lot of us 90s kids grew up with that sort of cool design element. We also see it featured across many other sports, but also I think it works well with the kits of today. I think it's a bit of a creative space that designers, manufacturers, and many others are basically diving into. I know a lot of sort of smaller underground lifestyle football brands, lifestyle brands, are really pushing the boundaries for the football kit community. And I think when big brands jump on these, I think some people think that these guys are pushing the boundaries, although it is pretty much old technology or old design elements that are being revisited now. And I have to say, look, this shirt for me, the Juventus away shirt for the 21-22, overall works well for me. I think it does its job as an away shirt. I think every single design element in this is perfect. The iridescent isn't as obscure as the Man City shirt that we see in the away shirt design elements. I think the black as an overall base color is perfect. Having the black and white, the stripes for their home shirt, and then breaking away into this a lot more eye-opening, easy, relaxed approach works perfectly for me. And I think they've gone for the right direction in this shirt. Seeing what they have in the third shirt, I think this really breaks it up. Iridescent isn't a major piece to this. The featuring elements that we see are the 3 stripes, which are heat pressed on each shoulder. Alongside that, we do have little speckles of lines across the shirt. Now, in their promotional pieces and even the whole spiel about this kit was that it is inspired by the TWUAN underground music scene, or just the music scene. I think this is the second shirt this season as well for me that is inspired by the local music scene. I actually had the privilege to work on the Dynamo Kiev for New Balance, and that was also inspired by the local music scene. I think when it comes to the year that we've had in the past 24 months, or the years that we've had, I think the music scene and community-based inspirations for shirts are a great way to pull in the fans and say this shirt is in some way a dedication to you. And I think when it comes to the music scene and TWUAN or even Juventus, we do see that element. And I think for a club like Juventus, it's really celebrated to have a traditional kit this season for their home shirt after many seasons of experimentations. I think this is a perfect shirt. Seeing that the lines actually feature from top to bottom also is a tie back to their home shirt and the traditional home shirt that they have with the stripes. I do like one thing about this shirt, and it is the pretty thick neckline that they've gone for the collar design. I think this one here is a perfect collar. It is really elegant, and I think it works well with the DNA for Juventus. Today's shirt is an era-ready version, and I have to say, after reviewing the Real Madrid home shirt many episodes ago, there's a massive difference between the both. I think the player and the fan spec do have major differences, and as I say in a lot of my episodes, when it comes to the major 2 brands that I think are major, the Nike and the Adidas portfolios, I think Adidas does a great job for their fan spec. Even though this versus the player spec, there's a big difference. I think this shirt today that I have is really worth your $1, and I think every Juventus fan is lucky to get this one. Like I said, having a base color shirt that is black with secondary colors is always a great shirt that you can wear on a normal lifestyle event or just with everyday attire. I think those kind of shirts are ones that I always pick. As you probably noticed, I like to wear dark colors, and I think that works well with a lot of people's wardrobes. The back of the shirt is pretty much a simple black element. I think when it comes to the CDR, there's a major sort of issue when it comes to numbers and name sets. They do have the rules and regulations where it has to feature, certain things with the league. Then again, it's the same league that's really discontinued the green palettes as a home shirt or any shirt in the season from next year onwards. Honestly, we all know what the elephant in the room is, and it is the 4XC alongside the Jeep. I think if they had the Jeep alone, it would work perfectly well with the shirt. I think every Juventus or football fan, for that sake, has spoken out about that sponsorship. I'm not sure what Jeep have gone for. I know both Adidas and Juventus definitely didn't have a say in that. I think it is something that Jeep had paid their money for in their contract, and they said it has to feature on the shirts. The home shirt isn't much of an issue for me. I think I do like how it looks. It does remind me of the Sony era. I think this one here, you can see that if it did go for that Holy Trinity aspect where it went for a monochromatic approach where literally every little bit of detail that we see on this shirt here went for the iridescent colors similar to the Man City away shirt, then I think it would have worked then. The fact that they've gone for the white on all three elements and then having a blue piece here really pushes out of the park, and I think it ruins the shirt for me. Honestly, there's no fault in this one except for the sponsorship, so it does lose a point for me. Rating out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. When it comes to Adidas shirts, there's no real big difference for me. I think if I was to choose between the two, it really would depend on my budget, but also the sort of design elements of the materials, how their finished approach is between the fan and player spec. More so the Man United trio this season, there's a massive difference between the fan and player specs between home and away and third, so I have gone for player specs in that respect. And I think this shirt here today has probably been one of my favorite fan spec versions that I have reviewed on this channel so far. Today's shirt is actually a 4-panel system, a pretty simple design when it comes to many of the shirts that I've spoken about on this channel. Also, I haven't mentioned anything about fake shirts in a very long time. So if you do flip your shirt inside out or even look under the neckline, you will find this code here alongside the QR code. This is a great way to identify if your shirt is fake or not. I know when I flip this inside out, and out of all the shirts that I've done the reviews on, it's the first time I've actually seen this. I know I've always said, and many other people have said, that if you see this sort of tissue element around the badges or the manufacturer's logo on the inside out, it does indicate that your shirt may be fake. Now this shirt is brand new and it's supplied to me by Ultra Football, so it's definitely not fake. It's straight from Adidas. And I think this is just something that we have seen from some shirts time to time. So if you are looking to indicate if your shirt is fake or not, always try and source the QR code alongside the code on the inside of your shirt. Having mentioned that this shirt is inspired by the music scene of Turin or just Italy in itself, I think this is a great element piece to the shirt. I do like it. I do like the way it feels. I think a black shirt is always a shirt that we all look out for. I think now Nike have just released the Inter Milan and PSG third shirts this week, and I think black base shirts are the way to go. Like many Adidas shirts, this one fits perfectly well. Today's shirt size is a medium. If you do fit in a medium, I think it's the best way to go. I know some Adidas shirts this season have really changed sizing differences to last season. I think Rick FC, a good friend of mine, did show a comparison between this year's Manchester United away shirt and last year's, and there was, I think, between a 2 to 4 centimeter difference. So always go for something that you feel comfortable in. If you always size up, you're always going to get more opportunity to wear that shirt as a second or third base layer on your outfits. No sort of negative approach or elemental piece that I don't like about this. I think it's a great shirt for Juventus fans. It really sucks that they've lost Ronaldo. I'm pretty happy that he's at United. But I think when it comes to a promotional piece for the club, it does suck that he does feature on all 3 shirts, and he's actually worn, I think, the home and third shirt and game day approach, so it kind of sees a weird value. If you did get this home or third shirt with Ronaldo's name on the back, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I think, is it valuable? Keep it. You know, Ronaldo did feature in the promo shot, so he did wear it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think about today's shirt. Like I said at the start of the episode, iridescent is going to be the word of the season for all kits released between 2021 and 2022. I'm really excited to see what Juventus do this season. Hopefully we get to see this shirt featured in the Champions League or even in Serie A. It's going to be definitely a big year for football with massive changes in the scene. I think this kit, like I said, is a great shirt. If you are after it, it's available at my good friends and massive supporters of this channel, and the ones who supplied me with today's shirt, Ultra Football. Check them out in the description below. If you're after any new or old shirt, they'll definitely will have it for you available right now. So definitely check them out and see what shirts they have available. And as always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on all the socials, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or even Reddit. And as always, please stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you next episode. Thank you and goodbye.